Welcome to Personal Track Safety. As the title suggests, it's all about you keeping safe on or near the line. It's about having a positive attitude to your safety and the safety of others who may be affected by our actions. The railway has a legal responsibility to follow statutory law and control all aspects of railway safety. To do this, it has a set of safety statements across the whole range of the safety critical tasks that are part of our hobby. This safety management system tells us what to do, and we need to do what it says. Before we start any task, we have to sign on duty. In doing so, we are confirming that we are fit for duty, have had sufficient rest, and are not under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Often people believe that we can speed up the removal of alcohol from our system, but it takes an hour to remove a unit of alcohol. These alcohol limits are considerably lower for rail work than for driving, so you could be over the limit. Some medication bought over the counter may contain products that could affect your ability to work safe by containing codeine. Always check before taking, and if in doubt, ask the pharmacist. Before signing on duty, tell the RO, the responsible officer, if you are taking such medications. It may be necessary for you to be stood down from your role. Understanding the railway environment. Having an interest in railways brings a whole new vocabulary, and many of these terms become normal in our newfound hobby. These are important and helpful terms to allow safety to become rooted in our knowledge. The first term is on or near the line. It means that you are within 3 meters of the nearest line. At this point, you need to be alert, aware, and concentrating on your surroundings. This means understanding the risks you are likely to be immediately faced with. Trains, the direction they approach, safe areas to stand as they pass, and other risks from slips, trips, or falls. Unsafe areas, known as limited clearances, identified by red and white checkered boards. Your view of the line is important, as are warnings and how they are given, and what you must do when warned. So before we wander towards the line, consider whether you need to be there. Is there an alternative route? Simply put, don't go on or near the line unless your duties require it. As most of our duties will require it at some stage, then we need to understand a few more terms. The cess. This is the space alongside the line on either side. It's the safest place to be, the safest place to walk. The forefoot is the space between the lines. If you're standing on the middle of a sleeper, then you're in the forefoot. It's not the place to be. The 6 foot, this is the space between 2 tracks, in loops and sidings. Points. These are the movable parts of the rail, which are used to take a train from one line to another. Movements can diverge. They can move from one line to a choice of others, so from 1 to 2 or perhaps 3. These are known as facing moves. Converging moves are those where moves come from other lines and come together into one. These are trailing moves. Other things we have are signals. They may be colour light or semaphore arm signals. Some are ground-based too. Never assume that a stop signal indicates that a train is not approaching. It may be. You need to be ready to meet the environment, suitably dressed and visible to all, by ensuring you are wearing clean, high visibility clothing and safety footwear to cope with the uneven surfaces. Depending on the task being performed and the associated risks, you may need other additional protective equipment such as ear defenders, eye protection, gloves or hard hat. Many of us have a mobile phone, yet they can be a danger if they distract you from being vigilant. Only use a mobile if you are in a position of safety and remain still whilst using. So, now you're prepared, let's concentrate on other key aspects. Foxfield's main line is engineered for a maximum speed of 15 miles per hour. And as there is only a single line between stops, trains can come from either direction. Sighting is not always the best, as there are many curves, so you must be aware of your position of safety at all times. Now this is a specific term. It means that you must have a clearance of 1.25 metres 4 foot between yourself and any train that can pass you at that place. To enable you to reach a position of safety, you need to be able to look up every 5 seconds. So you're able to move to that position of safety on seeing a train approaching. As soon as you spot a train approaching or receive a warning from a driver, move immediately to the position of safety in the cess. Remember to take any tools you have been using to the safe area too. Drivers will give warnings which must be acknowledged from your position of safety by raising one arm vertically. And you must be in your position of safety for at least 10 seconds before the train passes. Don't leave it to the last moment to move. If you've got yourself caught in a position where there's no place of safety immediately available, as in this situation here, make sure that you lie down flat in the 6 foot. If we have to cross the line, before crossing, make sure that there is a safe place opposite. Check you can see each direction, that it's clear of approaching trains. Step over the rail and cross, ballast to ballast. That means stepping on the stones, without stepping on a sleeper, which may be slippery. At night, always have a white light with you. When we're walking around the sidings, there may be vehicles within those sidings. Always give yourself at least 15 metres clearance before you go round the end of the wagons. Do it this way. Don't do it this way. Do not climb on wagons to cut through or go under the wagons. Always go around with a clearance. Emergencies. Whilst on or near the line, you should always be aware of incidents which may cause a problem to the passage of trains. When a train passes you, you should look for a door open on a passenger train, a displaced load on a freight train, trains proceeding without headlights and without tail lights, any hand danger signal from any member of the train crew, a vehicle with locked wheels skidding along the track, or a hot axle box or fire. If you spot any of the above, immediately advise the signaller or the duty responsible officer in order that steps can be taken to deal with the situation. You can call the signaller direct at the signal box. The telephone number is 01782 388 476. Hello, Foxfield signal box. And say, firstly, this is an emergency call. Give your name, the location of the incident.
Hi, this is an emergency call. It's Steve Wiles on Caberswall Road Loop.
The place from where you are speaking, how you can be contacted, the nature of the emergency.
My number is 077. Yeah, there's a fallen member of staff.
Whether any emergency services are required or you require the line blocking.
Block the loop and call an ambulance.
Always confirm that the information has been understood by asking it to be repeated back. Right, Mr. Wiles, let me just make sure of that. So you've got someone who's injured in the loop at Caberswall Road Station. And your contact number? Yeah, I've got that, thank you. But stay in contact to be told what to do next. To help describe situations and locations, you could use the phonetic alphabet to give clear and precise information for both parties. Many mobile phones have the app What 3 Words, and that is available to provide a 3-metre square location to pinpoint for emergencies, and it's a useful way to describe and define the exact location for a problem. Download that app if you need to. It's very useful. You should also be aware of problems on the line which may affect the safety of trains. These may be a broken rail or track defect, an obstruction of the line such as a fallen tree, large animals on the line, a line side fire, flooding or landslip. In these circumstances, immediate steps must be taken to block the line and prevent any train from going towards the area so affected. Contact the signaller and make an emergency call. If you are unable to contact the signaller, you must take action to stop trains from approaching the affected area. That can be done by proceeding along the line towards the direction from which trains normally approach. And if a train approaches, hold a red flag steady, or raise both arms while standing in a position of safety. At night, hold a red light steady, or if no red light is available, wave any light violently to attract the driver's attention. But above all else, do not put yourself in danger.